There's dancing behind movie scenes, behind the movie scene. Sadi Rani, she's the one that keeps the dream alive.
Alright, morning everyone. It is currently 6 AM. I've driven out here to the goldfields. I'm very excited. If you can see behind me here, from this massive white coil, I've got the GPZ 7000 with me today. I've never used a 7000. I've never really watched any videos on how to use a 7000. I've never read any instruction manuals on how to use a 7000. I'm just going to try and use my current metal detecting knowledge to try and work this thing out, and hopefully, I say hopefully because you're never 100% about this, but hopefully find some colour. So I'm going to get this thing set up. I've got all the gear in here that we need, all the digging tools, all the harness, everything we need. So let's get that out, get out there and start digging some holes. I'll see you there. Alright, so here it is, the machine that's almost worth more than my car. As you can see there, the display does have quite a few menu options, so let's see if we can work that out, and hopefully I can actually turn this thing on. Let's get out there. Alright, so here we are. I've got the wireless audio module here, which I'll turn on. There we go, we'll turn on the machine. I didn't actually end up putting the sling and the bungee on. I've got this hoodie on at the moment, which I feel like will be coming off pretty soon as the sun starts to rise, but for now I'm just going to try and deal with the weight. Noise cancel. Hope I'm doing this right. Noise cancel is done. Now I don't have that little ferrite ring with me. I don't know. Didn't really think about that before I left. But we will ground balance it and then get out there. Alright, so here's our first signal. I don't know whether this is a good signal or if this sounds like iron. You guys that dig gold all the time probably know exactly what this is going to be, but I'm unsure, so I'm going to dig it. Alright, so it's still in the ground, which I guess is a good thing. Next time I go gold prospecting, I'm getting a bigger pick. Alright, so here's what it is. That was that tiny piece of iron, that tiny piece of tin there. Look how thin that is. Alright, I'll keep on going. Alright, so I'm out here doing a bit of metal detecting, looking for gold. I looked over, saw that rock there. It's a bit of a purpley brown colour, and swung the detector over it. There wasn't too much of a signal. I got my pick here, which has a magnet on the end there. And look at that, it sticks to it. So what do you reckon that is? Some kind of ironstone or a meteorite possibly? That is pretty cool. Look at that. Magnetic rock. How cool is that? It's not gold, but still pretty cool. It's got some weight to it too. Alright, so that's a very cool find. There's something different. I don't know if it's a meteorite or if it's a naturally occurring rock. I have chucked a photo of it up on Instagram for people to, write down if they know what it is. I'm going to keep going up here, and hopefully we will find a bit of gold before we have to leave tomorrow afternoon. Alright, yeah, that's really interesting. Right, I'll keep on going. Alright, now before we keep going with the gold detecting, I'm home now, and we've got the rock here. I've cleaned it up, cleaned all the dirt off. We've just left with this black crust and a bit of rust in random spots around the actual stone itself. And what I've done is a bit of research online to find the best ways to identify potential meteorites and to determine whether it is actually a meteorite or just an earth stone. So there were two videos on YouTube in particular that were very helpful. The first one was from Alberta University, and the second one was from Canadian Diggers Metal Detecting channel. Coincidentally, they were both from Canada, but yeah, they were both very helpful videos in determining the best ways to go about identifying what exactly this is. So the first test, of course, is to just get a standard fridge magnet. Coincidentally, this one says I love Canada, and then check if the rock is magnetic, and as we can see here, it is very magnetic. Anywhere I place that magnet, it stays. So that is that's first good sign. And now the second test that we can do at home is called a specific gravity test. Now this one, it seems complicated, but it really is simple. It's only like a two-step kind of thing. For this, I've got the trusty pocket scale from eBay. Okay, now of course the first thing to do is test the weight. So we'll let this get set up. There we go, 110.58 grams. Okay, so with this scale only being able to withstand up to 500 grams, as we can see there, I've had to go with this quite narrow measuring cup here. It's got 200 mils of water in it, plus, as you can see, about 100 grams for the actual plastic. And then the next step is to get some dental floss and tie that around the potential meteorite. Okay, now with the dental floss around the rock, we're going to start up this scale again. Place the water on top, press there, and then go ahead and slowly place the potential meteorite into the water without touching the sides or moving too much. 26.5 we'll say. And I'll pull it out, we'll go again. 26.9 and 26.9 once more. So we'll go with 26.9, and then we take our calculator here and divide the mass of the rock. So that is 110.58 divided by 26.9, and that's 4.1. So it's quite a high number, and if you get over 3, it's a much higher chance of being a meteorite. So now we're going to go get those charts up and see what this could be. We came up with 4.11 as our result, and with a simple Google search of specific gravity of meteorite, the first result is most meteorites are made of heavier materials. The specific gravity can range from 3 to 8. So we're right in that range of 3 to 8. But then again right here, for example, rocks comprised of hematite or magnetite, which are both iron oxides, are often mistaken for meteorites. Such rocks have high densities, 4.5 to 5 grams per cubic centimeter, which is pretty close to what we got for this. And I did actually do a bit of a poll on Instagram. As you can see here, the results here, and even on TikTok I got a few comments here. If you're not following Digging Australia on either of those, go check those out. There's a lot of behind the scenes content and extra stuff such as this. So with that being said, I would like to see what you guys think. I'll throw up some close-ups here. What you think this rock is. Do you think it's a meteorite? Do you think it's hematite, magnetite, or what do you think it is? So definitely leave your thoughts in the comments, because I'd love to read it and work out exactly what this is. So with that being said, let's get back to the video. Alright, been going for quite a bit more now. Started at about 6 o'clock this morning. It is almost 5 o'clock now. We've been everywhere today, driving around, and been into some of the museums and that kind of thing. It's been really interesting. Anyways, right here we have a signal. Yeah, so let's dig this one up and see what it is. Alright, so I've poured a bit more of the soil out, just checking around the outside, can't really hear anything, and as soon as we go in, alright, I've got the pinpointer here, put that down the hole, nothing. So we'll grab the Equinox now and fire this up, put it into gold mode, and see if we can hear anything, just to get a better idea if it's going to be iron or anything, or if there is anything there at all. Alright, so as you can hear, it is going off in the hole there. Once again, I'm new to both machines, so I don't know, it could be ground mineralization, but this looks like natural clay to me. Really wish I had a bigger pick at this point, because it is getting pretty tiring using a pick this big. Alright, so as you can see, we're down, that's the size of the pick, and that's how far we're down. And then this is the clay layer here, and to me, that looks like natural clay. There's like the, well, I don't know, organic matter or something. That's like a root that's decayed, but that's natural clay around it, that white stuff. And I'm still digging here. Anyway, I've pulled out quite a bit of dirt. I'm just sitting on it here, filming for you guys. Look at that. There's the size of the machines compared to this hole. And the still getting the signal down there. I've widened the hole enough to fit the 14-inch coil down there. This better not be ground interference. All right, I'll keep on going. Alright, just drove an hour to Bunnings to buy a pick. That's it. It was $99. Pretty good. Anyways, time to drive an hour back. It's not the best time to be on the roads, on country roads, because kangaroos, but you know, risk it, and hopefully it's worth it. So let's get back to it. Alright, this is starting to get a bit out of hand. There's the detector up there, and for reference, there is the pinpointer. So that is a very deep hole there. Yeah, at this point, I'm really hoping this isn't a dodgy signal. Okay, I'm back at this hole today. As you can see, I half filled it in last night. Yeah, it was just getting way too deep, so I'll check it one more time. Yeah, I reckon I'm just going to fill this one in and keep going around the area. Alright, the hole has just been filled in, chucked a few rocks on it. Alright, there it is there. A tiny little, you know, air rifle pellet or a shotgun pellet. Anyway, it's lead, so we're onto the right stuff. Just the wrong material. Alright, I'll keep on going. It's a tiny little bit of tin. Look how small, almost dropped it, look how small that tiny little piece of metal is. It's a tiny little piece of wire or an old nail. That thing is so small. Alright, still no gold yet, but we'll keep going. Plenty of rubbish though. The ground is definitely cleaner than we found it. Alright, we'll keep on going. I then kept going for a few more hours before having to call it a day and head on home. Alright, so we're back from the goldfields now, back home. I've got the GPZ here in my hands, ready to give back to Cleggy from Aussie Detectorist. A huge thank you to him for letting me borrow this machine for this trip out west. I'll have all products used in the video linked below as always, so make sure you check that out and also check out the Aussie Detectorist website. So overall, it was a very excellent trip. I really enjoyed it. Didn't find too much, but definitely made some memories and learned some new things. And I'm really enjoying gold. Anyways, I really enjoyed using the GPZ 7000 here, and I'm really enjoying gold prospecting and gold detecting in general. But one thing I certainly always look forward to and always enjoy is beach detecting. So with that being said, I've got the Equinox 800 here, and we'll head down to the beach. Anyway guys, thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.
And dancing behind movie scenes, behind those movie screens. I should